July 1943. The skies above Sicily were alive with the roar of engines and the flash of gunfire. A lone fighter plane sliced through the clouds, unaware that history was about to be rewritten. Inside the cockpit, a young pilot gripped the controls, his heart pounding, his mind sharp. This was not just another mission. This was the moment where courage would meet prejudice, skill would defy expectation, and the world would watch a new legacy being born. As enemy planes closed in, the tension was unbearable. One wrong move could mean death, but one bold strike could change everything. The pilot wasn't just fighting the enemy in the sky, he was fighting the weight of every doubt ever cast upon him. From childhood whispers to military scorn, the world had told him he didn't belong here. Yet, here he was, soaring above the Mediterranean, proving that skill and courage knew no color. Below him, the enemy formation closed like a storm, each plane a test of nerves and precision. Every maneuver, every calculated dive, was a statement: we are here. We are capable. And we will not be underestimated. This was more than war. It was a fight for respect, a battle to shatter assumptions, a mission to carve a place in history that had been denied for far too long. Then came the moment that would echo through history. The enemy fighter surged ahead, confident, deadly. The young pilot's fingers tightened on the controls. Time slowed. Every instinct, every ounce of training, every heartbeat mattered. In a flash, he struck. Guns roared, fire erupted, and the enemy plane spiraled helplessly toward the ground. Silence followed the chaos. In that instant, a barrier had been broken. Not just in the sky, but in the hearts and minds of everyone who had doubted him. A mark painted on his plane would become more than a tally, it would become a symbol. A symbol of courage, of defiance, of a legacy that would challenge prejudice and inspire generations. History was no longer waiting, it had arrived, carried on the wings of a fighter plane and the courage of one extraordinary pilot. That day was only the beginning. Every sortie, every mission, every daring flight built a story of triumph over both enemies abroad and prejudice at home. They flew not just for victory, but for justice, for recognition, for a chance to prove that excellence has no color. By the end of the war, their record was undeniable: hundreds of missions, countless enemy planes destroyed, and bomber crews saved. They had not only fought fascism, they had fought inequality, and in doing so, changed the very fabric of the military and history itself. Decades later, medals and honors would follow, but the true legacy lived in every heart inspired by their courage. These pilots proved that bravery, determination, and skill could rewrite the rules, shatter assumptions, and leave a mark on the world that would never fade. So the next time you look to the skies, remember them, the trailblazers who soared above fear, prejudice, and expectation. And if you want more stories of extraordinary courage, subscribe and join us, because the skies are full of untold legends waiting to be heard.